No. This is not happening. I'm not your fucking puppet. I'm not gonna dance on strings for you. This movie is so incomprehensible and just straight fucking weird that I'm convinced it would make Nick Zed go insane. I seriously believe one of the best reviews for this film can be found on the closing statement of Vice.com. Final flesh defies description. And because of this, I now have the very unpleasant duty of now showing it. Why? Why, do you ask, must I do this? Because you're all fucking sick. And I'm not talking Girl Interrupted sick. I'm talking Uli Lamel meets Vukmir from a Serbian film sick. Prepare to be anally raped by incomprehensible muddling, pretentious monologues, and uncipherable plots that make up Final Flesh. If the opening text crawl in this movie is to be believed, as well as any and all information I could find out about it, there are many internet-based porn companies that will film anything you want if you pay for it. South Park writer, voice of Towley, and creator of Wonder Shows in Vernon Chatman delivered Drag City 4 different screenplays, each becoming a separate vignette in the final movie. So we really have to do this now, huh? Well, fine. You asked for it. Here's Final Flesh. But I've got to warn you. When I drink, I get fucking foul. You can turn it off if you want. I won't blame you. All I can get from the opening of the first vignette is that it's set in a post-apocalyptic world where a family sits around recounting a dream.
I had the weirdest dream last night. I dreamed that when I woke up this morning to take my morning shower, I couldn't turn on the water.
Dignity is about to vanish forever. Well, showing off the set of the most disappointing tits on a porn star. She tries to make us believe she can't turn on the shower. So our next recourse is to using tears of neglected children. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What's the point? Is it the children left after the world implodes? Is it children left parentless after the world is completely turned to shit? Was Chatman huffing paint thinner? What the fuck? We're 3 minutes in and I already feel like I need a fucking exorcism.
He is inside with us! He will never get away!
We get the other woman reading a section of the Quran while taking a shit.
Chapter 1. Ooh, I really stuck the place up. Somebody going there for a while.
Thank you very much. I needed to know how your bathroom took you shitting out the script. Is that the fucking script? Jesus fucking Christ. I know they're porn actors, but even porn stars can learn their fucking lines. The stars of Pirates weren't reading their scripts just off camera before they started the penetration. Give us a reasonable amount of setup before the next 45 fucking minutes of flaccid humping. He starts sniffing them while they take a vote for something. I haven't a fucking clue and isn't explained. If the makers of this movie had one cunt's hair respect for this cum-guzzling perverts in overcoats that would actually buy this shit, they would throw them a bone every once in a fucking while. You fucking pricks. After having all of your teeth pulled out with pliers, rabid dogs, each wearing that strap-on device from Seven, should skull fuck you until you suffocate like Layla. That's right. 2 Serbian film references in one review. Do you see where you've driven me, you box of cocks?
Open your eyes.
What was the results, Daddy?
Of what?
The vote.
It was a tie.
Ew.
It's an egg.
I just laid an egg. This is so hot. I just laid an egg. Mwah.
No, we're moving to the next story.
My dream was to murder the president.
No, fuck you. Next scene. We open up on a new group of people, again sitting at a kitchen table, but thankfully they are asleep, so we don't have to listen to the, oh fuck, here we go again. I dread what happens in this scene more than what my liver will look like at the end of this review.
We're dead.
This group of vapid swine sucking Chatman's dick couldn't act their way out of Birdemic. At least that piece of cunt spewing pus had a scene in it that was also used in the post-credit scene of the Avengers, even if they fucked everything else up!
We're in the afterlife.
Fine, I'll buy it. At least there is a splinter of exposition in this wood chipper from hell that Chatman is shoving us headfirst into. But there's no Francis McDormand coming to save us this time. We're all Steve Buscemi's leg right now. Line. Line. Someone call fucking line. Ever been on stage when you're acting in some dumb play? That when you don't remember your line, there are people there to remind you? You know what? I won't think of anything less of you if you do. I think it's mentally impossible!
Oh my god, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Everybody just calm down, okay? Calm down.
Their horrified frenzy right now is worthy of a fucking Valium commercial. Yeah, why don't we add a few of those in the mix right now? It's not like I can cope with watching the rest of this fuck on booze alone, you pig fucks!
That's why I give my kids Kidstone Chewable Valium.
Kidstone Chewable Valium, the barbiturate the whole family can enjoy.
Breaking news from CNN or Fox or whatever. Fuck you.
We'll get out of here as a family, with dignity.
I'm raising money to help provide subtext for the poor.
What is going on? There's no fucking context to anything. There's nothing remotely plausible about any fraction of the dialogue. Everything's so fucking muddled that I can't tell a statement from a question and anger from boredom.
I am blonde.
Hey, that's my heaven.
Get your own.
What do you want from me?
God, make yourself known. Show yourself.
I'm sure Cinema Snob will be pleased that the shitio is getting pretentious.
It's from God. He's hungry.
What does one have to do with the fucking other? I'm fucking serious. You tell me now or I'll break your fucking face in with my vodka bottle. You look like that soldier in Pan's Labyrinth.
USA! 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 Stop.
I want to, but you won't let me.
This isn't working.
You motherless fucking horse.
Go on, little brain. Swim home.
Why?
Wait, I think it's working. Yes, I'm turning British.
Is that for any particular reason?
Olay.
No, keep the knife up. You look so pretty like that.
What universe would function in that logic? What afterlife would function in that logic? Oh, I can see it now. Vernon Chatman's newest screenplay, Sartre's No Exit. Right after the failed seduction of Estelle, she can give birth to a raw steak and place it over her face saying, "Stop manipulating me," over and over again, while Joseph sits in the corner, sitting with his arms inside of his shirt looking stupid and like a fucktard of the royalist order. I would love to see his take on the last days of Judas Iscariot. I want to see his take on Fabiana cross-examining Mother Teresa!
Okay guys, here's the plan. When God opens the door, I'm going to spit a mouthful of burning boric acid into his face, and we'll escape through his scars.
What are you? Tragically, the decent body on this actress cannot distract me from the fucking headache I have! What kind of porn is this? How is it half an hour into the film we have absolutely nothing that this company is hired for? There's rarely been a time that I thought a porn had way too much exposition, but this shit doesn't even qualify. The closest thing that we get to sucking or fucking in the previous story is when the guy tries to shove his head up one of the women's vaginas, as if he wasn't enough of a cunt to begin with.
I think we should have a talk.
No! All I'm hearing is verbal diarrhea. Next fucking story. Again, we open up on some people passed out, no doubt from being kidnapped to the set. I'm expecting the Shimizi to start disemboweling them and sending copies to the sin bin in Hollywood.
I've had it up to here with consciousness.
I agree to that.
Ah!
Oh, I get it. But it's about as half as clever as the interrupting cow knock-knock joke. Who's there? Interrupting cow? I'm not in the fucking mood!
You can even modify the amount of humanity within the doll using our patented soul knob.
Shut up! You woke us up! Shut up! My head is a dream of the pillow! The bones of the air are breaking!
Damn it, now I'm awake. When I close my eyes, I appear.
Fuck you! At least the other actor has enough oomph in his voice to convince me that he's trying, for fuck's sake!
This all reminds me of the one time that I never, ever even had one dream in my entire life.
The one time, but the time is the span of your life. Meaning the idea could be reminiscing about that. But every story starts off that insinuate this is why the other was then outside. Stop! Make it stop! Okay, I'm not going any further. There's nothing left. If I were to take mescaline, acid, inhale ether through a fucking American flag to try to prepare myself for the final 20 minutes of this movie, there's only one rational conclusion that I will come to.
A drug person can learn to cope with things like seeing their dead grandmother crawling up their leg with a knife in her teeth. But nobody should be asked to handle this trip.
Yes. Yes.
There is no start. There is no finish. There are no characters. There is no writing. There is no acting. There is nothing that binds. Everything breaks, and nothing is solid, coherent, or in any way understandable.
Nothing.
I've heard people compare this thing to Kenneth Anger's Invocation of My Demon Brother and Andy Warhol's Blue Movie, which coincidentally has an alternative title that very much states what this movie is. Whether he was smoking DMT while watching an eternal rerun of Tim and Eric, or he genuinely had a point behind it, it has one major fatal flaw besides being weird, nonsensical, and downright fucking fucked. It's the whole execution of the thing. If Chatman had enough money, to pay these porn production companies to make Final Flesh? Why didn't you just take the money, take some actor friends you've got, and make it yourself? It's Hollywood. Everyone's got a headshot, and everyone's out of work. The complete apathy of the cast and equal ineptitude of the crew to completely make anything that would be considered actually watchable is astounding. And don't say just because it's fucking weird, even without these elements, and it was shot on mini DV tapes, who cares? See Exhibit David Lynch. David Lynch is a world-renowned director and writer, recognized for bizarre and just downright mind-fuck movies and shows that engross the audience to a point of unease, but always with great consideration and skill. Now see Lynch in 2006, releasing his new feature, Inland Empire. This film was entirely shot on a Sony DSR PD-150, a standard definition camera. Lynch has since stated that he'll no longer use film to make motion pictures, which actually makes my chest sink slightly, but that just might be the crazy glue. And with all my gripes with the no sex in this sex film, I've come to find out that though this is made by a porn company, with all the trimmings for one, this isn't a porn. By its own box art, it's porn-sploitation. The exploitation of porn? Porn is exploitation. The exploitation of fucking sex. Is that the whole joke? That this is the anti-pornography? A satire on the porn industry as well as injecting random tangents of religious poetry and Dadaism? You know what? No. This could have been done in so many better ways if this was actually your point. But now...
That is one big pile of shit.
That's right. This movie isn't worth human excrement. You should all get raped up the ass with a turkey baster full of hot sauce while giving Pearl a forced rid job. Fuck all of you for making me do it. Can I review something better than this? Something that won't make me want to commit fucking seppuku? Well... Should I open it? Couldn't hurt. Nope.
Oh, bliss. Bliss and heaven. Oh, it was gorgeousness and gorgeosity made flesh. I knew such lovely pictures.